You're doing this every single day. And it might be the exact reason your body isn't changing. Not your workouts, not your effort, not even your motivation. Just a few small things that feel completely normal. Things you don't question. Things you've probably been doing for years. But quietly, they're working against you. And the hardest part? You don't even notice them. You wake up. You go through your day. You try to eat better. You try to stay active. You try to do the right things. And yet, nothing seems to change. The scale stays the same. Your body feels the same. And over time, that starts to feel frustrating, confusing, even discouraging. You might start thinking, maybe this just isn't working for me. Maybe my body is different. Maybe I'm just not meant to lose weight. But that's not true. The real issue is much simpler than that. It's not about doing more. It's about seeing what you've been missing. Because sometimes, the smallest habits have the biggest impact. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. Let's break them down. Let's start with something that almost everyone does, and almost no one notices: eating more than you think. Not overeating in an obvious way, not eating junk food all day, but just slightly, consistently, eating more than your body actually needs. You might feel like you're doing well. You've cut out fast food. You're choosing healthier meals. You're trying to be more conscious, and that's good. That matters. But here's the part most people miss. Healthy food is still food, and food still contains calories. Your body doesn't treat calories differently just because the food is healthy. It responds to the total amount. Now think about your typical day. Maybe you start with a smoothie, fruits, maybe some milk, maybe peanut butter. Feels healthy, and it is, but it could easily be 300, 400, even 500 calories. Then later, a small snack, maybe some nuts, maybe a protein bar, something light, something quick. But again, that could be another 150, 200, sometimes more. Then there are the little extras: cooking oil, dressings, sauces, drinks, small things that don't feel like much, but quietly add up. And here's the key point. None of these feel like mistakes. They feel normal. They feel healthy. They feel justified. So you don't question them. And because you don't question them, they repeat every day. And over time, that small excess becomes the reason nothing changes. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're doing something slightly off. Consistently, that's how weight stays the same. Not through big mistakes, but through small patterns. Repeated daily. The solution here is not to cut everything out. It's not to restrict yourself. It's not to become obsessive. It's simply to become aware. And actually look at what you're consuming. Not just what, but how much. Because once you see it clearly, you can adjust it. And small adjustments lead to real results. Now let's talk about something that feels completely justified. Something that feels like a reward. Something that feels like you've earned it. Eating after exercise. You finish a workout. You're tired. You're sweating. You feel proud of yourself. And you should. That effort matters. But then comes the habit. The reward. A snack. A drink. A treat. Something small. Something that feels deserved. And again, there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself. But here's what most people don't realize. The number of calories burned during exercise is often much lower than we think. You might spend 30 minutes working out and burn around 150 to 300 calories, sometimes more, but not as much as it feels. And then, you grab a snack, a drink, something quick, something satisfying. And without realizing it, you've just replaced everything you burned, sometimes even more. And because it feels justified, you don't question it. It becomes automatic. Workout, reward, repeat. And over time, that pattern keeps you exactly where you are. Not moving forward, not moving backward, just stuck. And that's the frustrating part. Because from your perspective, you're putting in effort. You're doing what you're supposed to do. But the results don't match. And that disconnect is what confuses people the most. The solution here is not to remove enjoyment. It's not to punish yourself. It's simply to change the intention. Instead of eating as a reward, eat as fuel. Ask yourself, does my body need this right now? Or, am I just responding to a habit? That small moment of awareness can completely shift your results over time. Now let's talk about the habit that is the most invisible, the one that hides in plain sight. Mindless eating. This is not planned eating. This is not meals. This is everything in between. The bites, the sips, the small extras, the things you don't even remember. A taste while cooking, a snack while watching something quick while passing through the kitchen, something just because it's there. None of it feels important. None of it feels like real eating. But your body counts all of it. Every single time. And over the course of a day, these small moments can add up to hundreds of extra calories, without you ever realizing it. And because you don't remember them, you don't include them. So in your mind, you're eating less than you actually are. And this is where the confusion builds. Because your perception doesn't match reality. And when those two don't align, progress becomes difficult. Then there's another layer to this. Drinks. Liquid calories. This is one of the easiest ways to stay stuck. Because liquids don't feel like food, but they still contain energy. Juices, sodas, sweetened coffee, even healthy drinks. They can contain a surprising number of calories, but they don't fill you up. So you drink them and still eat the same amount of food, which increases your total intake without you feeling it. That's what makes them so powerful and so easy to overlook. The solution here is simple. Slow down. Be present. Pay attention. Before you eat something, ask yourself, do I actually need this? Or, am I just reacting? That pause, that awareness, that moment of clarity, that's where change begins. Now here's something important, something most people don't realize. Weight loss is not about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing a few things consistently. Over time, most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're unaware. They focus on the big things, the workouts, the motivation, the big decisions, but ignore the small patterns, the everyday habits, the things that seem too small to matter. But those are the things that shape your results every single day. And once you see them, you gain control. You stop guessing. You stop feeling stuck. You start making decisions instead of reacting to habits. And that's when things start to change. Not overnight, not instantly, but steadily and sustainably. So what should you do from here? Keep it simple. Pay attention to your portions. Be aware of what you're eating and how much. Stop canceling out your progress with unconscious habits. Notice the small things, the snacks, the drinks, the moments you don't think about. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be extreme. You just need to be consistent, because consistency always wins. If you've been struggling, just know this. You're not broken. You're not failing. You've just been missing a few pieces. Now, you have them. If this helped you, take a moment to like this video and subscribe for more simple, practical health tips that actually work. And if you're ready to take things further, check the link in the description for a step-by-step plan to help you fix these habits and start seeing real results. Small habits create big results. Now, you know exactly what to fix.